Hello everyone, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones as House Darklyn. Now, I have to say a big thanks to all of you guys who came up with suggestions for characters. It's been amazing to read through all of your guys' stories. It's been so much fun, and in fact, it's actually so many characters. It's too many characters. I can't incorporate them all into this episode, but obviously this gives me a great pool of characters that I can draw from, basically. So don't worry if your character hasn't made it in this episode. I will definitely incorporate them as soon as I can. Now, I will have, however, some questions for some people who maybe haven't given me enough information, so please check your comments, check for my replies, so that you can kind of fill out or flesh out your background story. But for now, I just want to introduce the couple, or the few characters that I could pick, and let's actually start with Sir Cedric. Now, Cedric is a bastard of Alicent Celtigar, and unknown member of House Aegis. So what happened was, House Aegis is an old house that chases its origins back to Old Valyria, and they came over to Claw Isle together with House Celtigar and House Targaryen. Now, his father was in love with Alicent Celtigar, but was of too low birth to ever marry her. Now, they still kind of had sex, and young Cedric was produced, and he was acknowledged by his father as his true-born son, I would say. So he is an actual member of House Aegis, yet he is not a legitimate member of House Celtigar, which makes his whole heritage a little bit confusing. Yet through his mother, he does have a weak claim on the Lordship of Claw Isle. Now, all his life, he has basically tried to become a member or become acknowledged by his grandfather, Lord Orys of Claw Isle and Dragonstone, and he wanted to become, well, a member of House Celtigar, but it never actually happened, which is why he is still branded as a bastard. Now, because he's never gotten this acknowledgement from, well, his mother's side of the family, he actually sought out the Lord of Duskendale, who quickly rose in power in the last few years, and decided to pledge his fealty to Dennis Darklyn in order to, gain glory, fame, and perhaps even the Claw Isle himself, the lordship. But we're gonna have to see how things work out. So Cedric himself is very skilled with sword and lance, which makes him a skilled fighter, and he also knows how to command troops on the battlefield, which makes him also a skilled commander. Additionally, he is a very appealing man, or very handsome to look at, both in combat and out of combat, which actually earned him the nickname Cedric the Elegant. So, because of his skill with, sword and lance, I actually decided that I want to make him one of my bodyguards, one of my new bodyguards. So there you go. He's the first one. Sir Cedric, welcome. I welcome you into my service. Now, secondly, we have Sir Rickard of Tarth. Now, Sir Rickard claims to be an unacknowledged bastard of Selwyn Tarth. So basically, he claims he is the bastard of Selwyn the Evenstar, this guy right here. However, this guy has not acknowledged him, so we don't know if this is actually true. We only have Rickard's word for it. Now, because he claims to be the son of Lord Selwyn, he thinks that he has rights to Tarth, or the Straits of Tarth in general, which, I guess we can't really prove at the moment. When he was young, he joined the Golden Company and squired for Miles Toyne. And during his stay at the Golden Company, he became a skilled commander as well as a skilled fighter. And he basically just learned how to lead a flank in battle. Also, while he was with the Golden Company, he actually gained or earned his nickname, the Odd Moon, and that's due to his coat of arms that he's wearing, because, well, he has a very odd moon on a blue background. How did he join House Darklyn? Well, after the conquest of Pentos by the Iron Throne, he decided to leave the Golden Company and join the then Hand of the King, Dennis Darklyn. He pledged fealty to the Lord of Duskendale in hope of, well, fame, gold, or whatever. He doesn't really know. It's, I guess, only time can tell. But due to his, well, good physique or strong physique, and obviously his skill at arms, I'm gonna make him a bodyguard for now, because we can use such people. House Darklyn can use such great people. Persons. Now, lastly, we have Sir Ransford Darkwood, and I should mention right now that House Darkwood is one of the many cadet branches of House Darklyn. Unfortunately, I was unable to get a really good. I don't know. I couldn't change the sigil to match the one of House Darklyn, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's just a quick mentioning here. But on to Sir Ransford. Now, he is the son of John Darkwood, as I said, and that makes him one of the a member of one of the many cadet branches of House Darklyn. He was named after Ransford Redwine, who saved his father's life at the Battle of Bloodstone during the War of the Ninepenny Kings. And in his youth, Sir Ransford has done many jobs, of which he liked hunting the most. Now, once he became a man grown, he joined the household guard of Dennis Darklyn and served there ever since. During the Defiance, his father was commanding the Darklyn fleet, and, while Duskendale was besieged, the fleet was also burned, and with that, his father died. And enraged by the death of his father, and also grief-stricken, Sir Ransford allegedly rode out and shot an arrow at the Crown Prince Rhaegar and maimed him. Now, not sure if that's actually true. Many people actually claimed that they shot the Crown Prince. However, he was knighted by Simon Hollard for his deeds during the Defiance, and he then rose in the ranks of the Household Guard, and eventually was actually suggested, it was suggested by Simon Hollard, who was captain of the Household Guard at that time, that Sir Ransford should serve as a personal bodyguard to Dennis Darklyn. And, well, because I had great trust in Simon Hollard, I will award Sir Ransford with the title of bodyguard. So, there you go. Now, we have 3 new bodyguards, as you can see, but all of these people have been suggested to me. They have shown great strength, or maybe great skill at arms, but these people have not necessarily gained my trust just yet. So I think that I will give the title of Captain of the Household Guard to someone who has proven his worth already, and that would be Sir Alistair Thorne. He's been at our side for very long, and he's the noblest of all of my current bodyguards, so he, I think, deserves this title the most. Now, moving on, I should also mention another arrangement that I have not made just yet, but that I thought about making. We have Renifer Mallory, a very zealous man, also skilled at arms, and I have decided that I want to give him command over the Prince's Palace. Now, I actually wanted to give the Prince's Palace to Isaac, but Isaac is only 9 years old at the moment, so he's gonna have to learn a lot before he will actually be given command of his own castle. So I think while he is still that young, I'm gonna give the Prince's Palace to Renifer Mallory. And since he's such a zealous man, I think he will do a great job of supporting our Septon in converting the population of Pentos. So I'm gonna give him command of the castle of the Prince's Palace. So there you go. Enjoy that, Sir Renifer. Okay. And also, that's just one thing I want to mention very quickly. I removed some of the tyranny that I have gained while killing these infidels over here, the Relore followers. And the reason behind this was it was negative 40 relations, which I think is a bit harsh because I only killed one person. The other one just, well, went away. I don't know what happened. So I imprisoned 2 people, and one of them was a red priest, one of them just some random guy. And I think that my people wouldn't really care that much for several reasons. First of all, it was during a war, and I was at that time Hand of the King. Basically, I had the authority to remove people from their positions, because I was speaking with the authority of the king. And also, obviously, these guys are very far away. Those are foreigners. You know, my lords, why would they care that much about what I do with, you know, people over here in Pentos at that time? So I removed the tyranny a little bit, because obviously I still should get a little bit tyranny because I killed these men, which I shouldn't have to, or didn't have to do, but I toned it down from negative 40 to negative 10. I think that makes much more sense. But yeah, I know there's been a huge, tremendous long intro, but obviously I kind of have to well, do justice to these great characters that you guys have created. So again, thanks a lot. But let's actually, well, get this started, this episode. Gee, that has been a long time. So, since we, or last episode, we left off with our giant, well, tower project, I think. Yeah, there we go. During the construction of your grand tower in Duskendale, a couple of workers was killed by a falling granite block as the ropes holding it snapped. People are now demanding stricter security measures as well as compensation to the families that lost their husbands and fathers in this tragic incident. Well, I do think that peasants are indeed expendable, so yeah, there you go. Now, one thing that was actually mentioned to me was that I actually repaid the loan to the Iron Bank last time, which I didn't mean to do, but it obviously explains why I can, hello? Well, I can actually ask the Iron Bank for another loan. So I'm not going to do that just now, but as soon as we actually, well, go into the negatives here, I will probably pick up that loan and not repay it this time. That was really, I didn't mean to do that. I actually did not want to repay the loan, but it doesn't really matter that much. Apparently, we have a couple of people who are hostile towards us. Oh, those are just raiders. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care that much. And King Tywin has created the High Lordship of Nontelos. Interesting. Now, obviously, these people still hate me. The Queen hates me because of suspected corruption. And Lady Selena has dragged her unfaithful spouse. Oh, Tommen. Tommen's unfaithful. Oh, Selena Bellamore. Interesting. Wow, he actually got a very good match. I'm surprised. How's Bellamore? What do they... Yeah, they rule over Strong Son. That's a pretty strong house. Wow. For someone who actually... Well, I raised him to nobility, basically. He wasn't even a knight when he started out. Wow. Good going there. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna punish Lord Tommen here. This is a waste of my time. Yeah, it truly is. Tommen, I trust you. And Merrill has died of... Okay, I don't really care about him that much. And apparently we need a new bodyguard. What happened? Oh. Rickard is my sworn shield. Cedric, who is left? Runsford. Oh, no way. Runsford Darkwood is a member of the Kingsguard. Well, there you go. Well, that was unexpected. That was truly unexpected. Well, there you go. So Runsford Darkwood has left my court to become member of the Kingsguard. Now, why is it not actually that bad? As I said, part of this Let's Play, part of the, I guess, overarching goal of this campaign is to put Darklyn family members, as well, as members of the Kingsguard, to make them serve in the Kingsguard. And I did say that I would accept cadet branches, members of the several cadet branches. Now, House Darkwood is obviously not in this scenario from the beginning, but we do know that House Darkwood is an actual canon cadet branch of House Darklyn. So yeah, there we go. This is our first Kingsguard. Interesting. Wow. Well, way to go. And he's actually heir to the Kingsguard. Pretty cool. Pretty cool for him. Well, he's capable and a very energetic man. He's also perceptive. Oh, he's a cool lad. But, that was totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. Alright. So, I guess I'm gonna, after this episode, I'm gonna have to create one new of your custom characters to serve as my bodyguards. But that was certainly a short time that he served me. Interesting. Anyway, Septon Ranifer of Dire then approaches you at court, clearly upset. He has seen that the new tower now stretches higher than any temple in the realm. He raises his voice and nearly screams, "This is unacceptable. You cannot climb into heaven no matter how much you try. The way to heaven is the domain of the church." I agree, I think. Go back to your old scriptures. I guess we can cut some height of the tower. We lose okay, I already clicked. I didn't even want to click it just yet, but I think it was the right decision since we're zealous. I think, yeah, we will. I think we will submit to the church and to the church will in this case. And apparently, a trade post. Do we have that trade post? King Tywin the Imperious has declared Nowashi War of Emancipation. Okay. What is an emancipation? I don't exactly know what that means. Okay. The realm is in a state of war. Okay, what will we do? Since these guys obviously are of the wrong religion, I'm pretty sure that I will support the throne. Yep. But let's pause for a second. What is this all about? Emancipation. Okay, it doesn't really. I don't know what that means exactly. To the chivalrous Lord Dennis, he wants me to become a commander, and of course, I will lead our armies against the infidels. Surely. Okay, interesting. Wow. Still surprised that Ransford Darkwood has left my court to join the Kingsguard. Well, he's even the seneschal of the Kingsguard. Wow. Well, we're gonna have an eye on him, and now we're actually leading men ourselves in Castle Rock. Really? Leading a host of men in Castle Rock? And why are there those are raiders? Case raiders? What? Ha! How Lord Balon Kenning? He's an Ironborn. Interesting. Okay. Now, Army of Lord Dennis, we actually lead 14,000 men together with Lord Robert and Prince Jaime. Now, that is something very interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna see where this war goes. There's 9,000 men actually marching on Baralos, which is currently held by Lord Leomar. Okay, and he's actually found a wife, and she's already pregnant. Oh, interesting. Otho Wayne. Oh, right, they already have a son. Well, there you go. And he's the heir to Baralos. Alright, I see. Okay, so once again, it's the Darklyn, the Duskendale Darklyn domain that's been threatened by this war. But the great tower that you began planning so long ago has finally been finished. A tower this tall can be seen from a long way away, and people are equally amazed and frightened by the power you have displayed by accomplishing such a grand feat of construction. During the years of work, you have spent your time perfecting your knowledge in the many keys of the science of construction. Knowledge that will last centuries. The tower is also sure to hold back many thousands of enemy soldiers. Very cool indeed. So we gain prestige, gain the trait architect. We love buildings, architecture, and machinery, particularly anything related to siege warfare. That does make sense. It does fit into our whole, well, warrior-like character. Okay. We will lose the trader, Great Tower, for 10 years, or we gain even more prestige, but we will not. This is merely a spare time pursuit. More prestige or architect. I think this will give us stewardship, which kind of makes sense since we're a competent steward. Architect. Do we like architecture? This is really a spare time. No, I think I'm proud. I'm proud of what I've done. Yeah, so I'm a truly no, I think I'm gonna go with this. Alright, guys. Yep. We are now an architect. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for watching, and join me next time when we see where this war with Norse will go. Anyways, I'll see you later.